Wednesday, April 3rd, the band and choir took off for Nashville. They arrived in Nashville at 3 p.m. the next day. Later that night, they went to Paula Deen's Kitchen and ended the night with the Nashville Ghost Tour. The next day, the band and choir went to Vanderbilt University and had workshops, along with a college tour. After lunch that day, they went to the Country Music Hall of Fame for a tour. After that, we went to Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. We had supper on our own and went to the Grand Ole Opry for a show and the after-show tour. Saturday was performance day. We started our morning with the jazz band performance, then the high school concert band performance at a local high school. We then drove to another high school for the concert choir performance and the Laker Singer performance. And then later that night, we went on the General Jackson Showboat. On the showboat, we had a nice dinner, live music, and ended the night with awards. We got lots of them. The next morning, we departed from Nashville at about 8 a.m. and arrived in St. Louis at 12. We stayed in St. Louis for 4 hours where we were able to see the Gateway Arch. We left St. Louis and got back to Detroit Lakes on April 8th at 7 a.m. I'm here with Thielen, and he's a choir teacher, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about the Nashville trip. So how did the choir do in Nashville?
The choir did well. The Laker Singers got a gold in second place, so that's the second best of all the choirs. And then concert choir got a silver, which is also very good. So.
What were you most impressed with your choir?
I was impressed with Laker Singers mostly just because I switched their program at the last minute, and also with concert choir as well. I learned that I didn't have an accompanist at all, probably a month before the trip, and I had planned all this other music, and I was and kind of just grabbed other music and just said, we're going to do this instead, and it worked out just fine. So.
Okay. We did a lot of fun stuff in Nashville. What was one of your favorite things to do in Nashville?
I really liked the Grand Ole Opry. I thought that was really fun, just going and seeing the show, and then also doing the backstage tour after was fun.
Okay, thank you.
I'm here with Mr. Seward. And Seward, what was your thoughts on the Nashville trip?
Well, let's see. I think we did all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it was a good trip.
What was your favorite part of the trip?
I think just seeing all the band and choir kids in such a positive way. They represented our school and our community very well, and were just great role models. It was fun to see that.
Okay, now can you tell us about what each trophy is about?
All right, so the plaques up top. The concert band and the jazz band both got gold awards, scored in the 90s out of 100. The Laker Singers also got a gold award and the concert choir silver award. Let's see, down here, the adjudicator award, which is the judging award. The judges picked their favorite group, and there was a tie between our concert band and our jazz band. What else did we get? The outstanding band award, the best band. The sweepstakes for the instrumental program, we had the best instrumental program there. And the overall festival sweepstakes for our entire music department, we had the best music department out of all the schools. There was about 9 or 10 different schools from all over the country, and we were the best.
Billboard, baby, do a leap and make them dance when they come on. Everybody looking for a dance.
9 a.m. girls golf versus Park Rapids at Headwaters Golf Course. 9 a.m. boys golf versus Bemidji at Bemidji Town and Country Club. 2 p.m. baseball versus Ricori at Washington Park Detroit Lakes. 6 p.m. Dollars for Scholars ceremony at the Lakeshores Fieldhouse.
Tuesday, May 7th, 8 a.m. boys golf versus multiple schools at Sand Creek Golf Course. 12:15 p.m. track and field versus multiple schools at Mulberg Field. 1 p.m. boys tennis versus multiple schools at home. 4 p.m. baseball doubleheader versus Aiken High School at Washington Park. 4 p.m. softball versus Perham at Snappy.
On Wednesday the 8th,
We have Day of Caring, and then at 9 a.m., girls golf will be competing versus multiple schools at Troy Burn, Hudson, Wisconsin. At 5:30, Eagle Feather Ceremony will be happening at Detroit Lakes High School Commons.
These are your upcoming events.
You see what you got me out here doing? Might have threw me off, but can't nobody stop the movement. Let's go. Left foot, right foot, levitating. Pop stars, do a leap with the baby. I had to lace my shoes for all the blessings I was chasing. If I ever slip, I fall into a better situation. So catch up, go put some cheese on it, get out and get your bread up.
I'm Superman.
And I'm Batman.
And we are superheroes at DLHS.
But we are truly not the true heroes here. The true heroes are
the police officers, army, teachers, nurses, and so much more.
Hey! Don't burn there!
Hello, and I'm here with
Mr. Moore.
And you're a lieutenant colonel, or?
Lieutenant Colonel right now, yes sir.
Cool.
And you are?
Christian LakerLiveY10.
Oh, okay. Hi Christian, nice to see you.
Yeah, how's it going?
It's going well today. Thanks for having me here.
Yes. Alright, so why did you join the military?
Why did I join the military? Well, thanks for throwing a softball right away. It was something I'd always wanted to do as a kid. And then as I got older, I always tell the story. I got talked out of it by my parents. My dad had been in the military, and probably during that Vietnam War era, even though he didn't serve then. And so a lot of advice that adults would give kids in the 80s was don't join the military.
Yeah.
But by the time I got done with college, I was like, I still want to be a soldier. And so I enlisted in the Army back in 1989.
Cool. So what is it like to be in the Army then?
Well, back then it really was terrible. I had just finished college, but I enlisted as a private.
Yeah.
And so that seemed like a defeat for me at the time. But I've been in it now for over 30 years, and I love it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I just love hanging out with soldiers and working with soldiers and doing training. And I've gotten to go all over the world, Panama, the Middle East.
There you go, you kind of traveled.
I love it, yeah.
That's pretty cool, huh? So have you made any friends in the military, or?
None. No, I would say some of the closest and dearest friends I have are from the first time I was stationed in Germany. And so I still keep in contact with a couple of really good friends. And that was back in 1990, 92. We were in Germany, and I still go travel down to Florida and Texas to see my friends.
Nice. So what is your rank in, well, your rank's a colonel, but how did you attain that rank?
A lot of hard work. Yeah, I am
right?
a lieutenant colonel right now. I'm actually getting promoted next month to colonel. So I've achieved my long-term goal, I guess. I'm really happy about that, but it also requires me to stay in for another 3 years before I can retire. What was the other part that you asked me there?
How did you attain that?
Oh, okay. Well, I enlisted, like I said, as a private.
Yeah.
And when I got out of the Army, I went into the National Guard, but I had already made the rank as sergeant at that point.
Yeah.
But as I said, I had a 4-year degree, and typically, people with 4-year degrees in the military are officers, so I decided to go to officer candidate school.
Cool.
And I commissioned as a second lieutenant, and I just slowly worked my way up to now becoming a colonel next month. So.
Nice. Yeah, we're gonna miss you for the next month or so.
Well, thanks. I'm gonna miss you guys. It's a little disappointing. It's gonna be fun because, like I said, I like to work with soldiers,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to Fort McCoy in Wisconsin. We're training soldiers on how to earn their expert soldier badge.
Cool.
But it's 5 weeks, and I had already turned on an opportunity to go to Korea earlier this month.
Wow.
Which I wanted to do, but I told them, I said, I can't miss 5 weeks of school. Well, then that was a volunteer thing, and now the unit says, no, you gotta go do this, so.
Yeah, you kinda
Sorry,
gotta
guys, I'll be gone for 5 weeks.
So you're gonna be back by graduation?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna go with yours.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
just kidding. No, I will be back for the last week of school, so you seniors will be gone, but I will be at graduation.
My name is Nathan Schaus. I'm a student here at DLHS. I'm here with the school resource officer, Miss Johnson. Miss Johnson, where did you graduate high school from?
Freezy.
And how many years of school did you have to do after high school?
I got my bachelor's degree. I actually have 3 degrees in 4 years. I work full-time, went to school full-time. In the state of Minnesota, the police officers are required to have a 2 or 4 year degree.
So you got 3 degrees in 2 years, basically?
In 4 years.
In
I
4
got
years.
3 degrees in 4 years. Well, working full time, going to school full time.
That is very interesting. And why did you want to become a police officer?
My senior year, I was working towards my law degree, or going pre-law. One of my brother's friends, who was like a brother to me, decided as his own decision to drive drunk. He took it off, rolled it, and killed himself. From there, I decided that if I could save anybody else that pain by taking off the drunk drivers late at night that are driving even during the day.
Yeah, I'm very sorry to hear that. So what is the best part about being a police officer?
The interaction with the community.
And how many years have you been at DLHS so far?
A year and a half.
And how are you liking it so far?
It's good. I love it.
Questions. Have you ever saved a life before?
Yes.
How did that happen, if you don't mind me asking?
We're all, as police officers, trained to be first responders. We responded to what would be a full code or CPR. We initiated CPR, and he actually did survive.
That is very cool to hear, and that's a happy thing to hear too. And then also, how does it feel to be basically almost hometown, community hero in some ways?
It's humbling, because for some people, we are meeting them on the worst day of their life. So.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, and I'm Christian. And I'm here with
John Whiteman.
And he's a firefighter for Detroit Lakes. And so tell me, where did you grow up, and where did you go to school?
I grew up next door over in Frazee. I went to school there all through elementary through graduating.
Cool. So why did you become a firefighter?
I was about 25 years old, and I didn't have a lot of hobbies or anything like that. I met a few people that were on the fire department, and they kind of talked me into doing it, just as a good experience to kind of get outside your comfort zone. I never grew up thinking I was going to be a firefighter or anything like that. It was just something that kind of just happened.
Wow, that's pretty sweet. So what is your best experience at the fire department?
I can't really think of one experience, but just the kind of the group of guys that are down here. You meet people from all different sorts of walks of life. There's guys that are business owners. There's guys that are, maintenance guys, electricians, mechanics, stuff like that. It's all different people, and you can always pick up something from everybody. It's a nice networking tool, and it's a good way to help the community too.
Sweet. So how does it feel to be a hero?
You don't really think of yourself as a hero. You just kind of get to do things that not everybody else gets to do, and part of it is helping people out.
Yeah, it's good to help people. Well, thank you.
Alright, so it's National Lunch Lady Appreciation Week here at DLHS, and we all just appreciate you guys for doing what you do.
Thank you. Thank you.
What's up? Welcome to our Laker Live episode. Today we're reviewing and taste testing Pizza Ranch. Let's get to it.
Alright, so as you know me, we like to start with the dessert. Here we have chocolate pudding, applesauce, and cottage cheese, and you all know we gotta drink that Baja Blast. We mix this with Mellow Yellow, Sprite, and Powerade. Makes a perfect combination. Let's get into this tasting. We know we eat with a fork because that's what we do here. Vanilla pudding, my bad, chocolate pudding. It's good stuff right there. Applesauce, decent, good flavor. Had a little tang to it, I like that. And a cottage cheese, last of all. Got the whole milk tasting right there. That's one of my favorite foods right there. Good stuff.
What's up, guys? This is a nice waffle fry. Let's give it a try. Pretty crisp. I rate that like a solid 5. Let's try the sausage pizza. Yeah, that's solid. Not too greasy, good flavor. Let's give it the pepperoni pizza here. That's even better. I'd rate that a solid 7.
All right, so first of all, I'm going to start off with the chicken Alfredo pizza. The guy recommended it to me back at the buffet, so let's try it. You like that? Classic chicken Alfredo, good taste on there, good sauce. I rate that 7.5 out of 10. Next up, we got a raspberry dessert pizza. This stuff's my favorite. I always get this when I come here. Yeah. 9 out of 10 easy. Stuff's so good. Now we try the stuffing. They know how to make it here. You got the perfect amount of spice, perfect consistency and texture. I definitely rate that 8.5 out of 10. Now, mashed potatoes and gravy, classic Thanksgiving dinner. Yeah, I rate that a solid 7 out of 10. Decent, not amazing, not bad either. Now the chicken, this is what I always get when I come here. It's one of the best chickens I've ever had in DL. Yeah, so good. The breading, crispy. Chicken, perfectly cooked. Rate that 9 out of 10.
All right, this is the best part of Pizza Ranch here in DL, the ice cream machine.
So, you know we just got that ice cream. This stuff is so good. Perfect soft serve ice cream. I gotta rate that 9 out of 10.
Well, thanks for joining us for today's segment of Laker Live. I definitely recommend Pizza Ranch. It's pretty good.
Hey, I'm Owen, and I'm here with Mr. Jorgensen. Hey, Mr. Jorgensen. We were wondering when that greenhouse is going to be finished.
We're hoping to have it done before the end of the school year. There's a lot of parts and pieces we still have to assemble.
That makes sense. And do you think it'll be up for up and running next year?
Yep, Mrs. Mitchell's class will be doing the plants and whatever else they do in there. Next year she has a class for that, so if you have any questions about that, you can go ask Miss Mitchell.
All right, thank you. I'm Owen, and I'm here with Miss Mitchell, the ag teacher here at DLHS. Miss Mitchell, when the greenhouse gets running next year, what classes are you going to use it in?
So the main class we'll be using this greenhouse for will be my greenhouse management class. Hopefully we can grow some plants, potentially even have a plant sale with like my FA crew. And we might be partnering with the culinary people too as well, see if they want to grow anything in there. And hopefully we can bring in some students like kindergartners, elementary kids, and teach them a little bit about greenhouse management and plants.
All right, that sounds like a wonderful plan. Thank you.
Black
city, be back immediately to confiscate the monies. Right scrum.